Multiplying the word gospel, you get it. You can see clearly 2015 and a 9 next to the year 2015, which may be the month Tishri. Clearly Jesus cried out of the ninth hour when he was crucified. If you look at the calculation, this is the whole word gospel spelled out. G is 7, O is 15, S is 19, P is 16, E is 5, and L is 12. Also make out the first verse in the Hebrew Bible, 2701. 2701. Geometry of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. 2701. Found inside the word gospel. Reading from right to left. Going back to right and then left, which is none other than Zayin, the letter 7, or the number 7. And clearly you can make out all Abraham's years, 175, and call his wife Sarah's years, 127. But this is rather unique because when you see 7-5, that's the second half of 2015. Now if I go and I delete the 2, you can see the first half, 5-7. See, so 5-7, and when I put the 2 back, I put the 2 back for the letter gospel. You can see the 7-5, but when I delete the 2, you can see the 5-7 going in reverse. So when I put the 2 back, you can see the 7-5, which is no other than the year 5-7. 7-5. 5-7. 7-5. 5-7. 7-5. 5-7. Adding the 2, 7-5. I can see this because God allows me to see it. You got a 5-7. And then 2, 75. I'm going back and see something else. The days of creation, the 6th and the 7th. Adding the 2. Connected to the year 5775 for Israel. See, that's with the 2. You see the 5-7. However, I remove the 2. If I delete it, you see before that the 57. Then adding the 2 to the letter L in gospel, you see the other half is 5775, 75. Then going back, you see it's been 67 years since 5-7. Adding the 2, 75, or the year 2015, that Israel became a nation. You see the 1915, prior to 1,915 years prior to them becoming a nation in 1948, Jesus was crucified. See the 1915? 1948 minus that 1915 you see. It's nothing but 33 AD. See that? But look at this. If I delete the 5, you can make out the year that Jesus is coming back to judge Israel. 775. In order to see all the years that Abraham lived. So add in the 5. You see the 33 AD, since that number 1915, since prior to Israel becoming a nation in 1948, 1,015 years prior to that, Jesus was crucified. It became a nation in 1948. Prior to that, 1950, 1,915 years before. You see, when you doing the subtraction, it's showing you the addition, it's showing you the year. 67 years later, 775, how the Hebrews write it. The year 5775. And add in the 5, you see. So from 5775, it's been 1,982 years ago. See, when I'm doing the subtraction, you can make out the 6 and the 7. Also make out that number 575 that I showed you. And going back 1,915 years from when they became a nation, coming up to 67 years. This year, 5775. But God is showing He made it that way, and to be a nation 67 years prior to 5775. To connect when Jesus was crucified. So 198. See the 8. That's how they spell it, 775, but in reverse. Still the year 5775. And adding the 2. In our calendar, Gregorian calendar, it's the 33 AD. But in their years, it's the year. The lunar solar calendar is the year 3793. There's no other than 33 AD. And Jesus was crucified. They're taking 5775 minus 67 years ago. The year 5708, which is no other than the Gregorian year 1948, is when Israel became a nation, which is May 5th, 1948. And it's still showing 5 and 7, which is connected to 5 and 7. Reverse of that is 75. And you see the 6 and 9. Jesus on the cross between the 6th and the 9th hour. And 69 is Elohim. Excuse me, Yahweh. 69 is Yahweh, Jehovah. 69 no other than Jehovah. And God knew 67 years. God knew 67 years after Israel became a nation. He knew that He will return and judge the world. That's why if you look at the word judge, J is 10, U is 21, T is 4. You see the 48 inside the word judge. I knew from 1948 up until 2015. And he will return and judge Israel. And he will judge Israel, just as I show you in this number. It's the word judge, everybody, in the English word judge. Going from Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. You see inside the word judge. 2015, and the 75 is no other than the year 5775, connected to the year 2015. And that's the word judge. First number is 2, the last number is 0, and the answer 29,400. Clearly you can make out the total for the year 2015. 1440. Also 144,000. 144,000 inside the word judge. And you can make out the 47, which is the number for time, and 74 is the verse of Jesus, and 175 is all the years Abraham, and there's a strong association with the number 400 in the word judge. The number 29 has some symbolic reference, and 900 are seen in several different calculations, and something connected with the 900, which may clearly be the month of Tishri. It may be showing a date. Clearly the word judge, when multiplied, Judge, clearly shows you from beginning to end, 20, first to last, 15, 2015. Bless, I'm blessed, I'm blessed.